Gather up your projects, settle in your favorite spot. It's time to stitch with Sarah at her stitchy Camelot. Let's celebrate each other, this community we've got. It's time to get down to Sarah's stitchy spot.
Hello everyone, my name is Sarah. Welcome to my FlossTube channel, where we will discuss and celebrate all things cross-stitch. Grab your favorite beverage, get comfortable, and join me
at Sarah's stitchy spot.
Hi, I'm Sarah, and this is FlossTube number 73. It is Wednesday, April the 23rd, 2025, and I would like to take this moment to welcome each and every one of you to my FlossTube channel. As I do at the beginning of every video, I send hugs and kisses to my husband Stan for writing and performing the intro song that you just heard. If you are new to my FlossTube channel, welcome. I always love making new friends and sharing my cross-stitching journey with all of you. I hope you will like what you see and that you will subscribe, like, ring the bell, share, and do all the things that we do on FlossTube. And for all of you that are returning, welcome back. I see your faces. It is wonderful. I always enjoy recording my FlossTube and having this opportunity to share my stitching with you. So I think we should just jump in because there's not much room on this table. So the first thing I want to talk about is we had Zoom number 14 on, well, we had it one day. I don't know what it was, like last Sunday. I don't ever remember. And our surprise guest FlossTubers were Julie and Katherine from Floss, Paper, Scissor. And oh, what a delight they were. It was so much fun having that wonderful mother-daughter team. That's actually the second mother-daughter FlossTube team that we've had at our Zooms. But thank you so much, Julie and Katherine, for taking time to come over and Zoom with all of us. It was a wonderful group. I think one of the most exciting things is having that opportunity to see how incredibly talented you all are, and to see your stitching, your quilting, you know, just whatever it is that you want to share when we do those Zooms. It is always so inspiring. So I am going to ask you this time, would you please put Zoom in the comment if you would like to Zoom? That next Zoom will be May 18th. That is a Sunday. It will be from 12 to 2 Pacific Daylight Savings Time. So put Zoom in the comment, and that will I will read off the next 10 when I come back for my next FlossTube, which is somewhere around the 1st of May. I do plan, I will be leaving Sunday for almost a week to go to the Bay Area to help David and Eva take care of little Aria. It's going to be both of their first week for both David and Eva to be back at work. So Vince is in daycare, and Aria and I will be together during the day. So you guys can imagine how excited I am about that. It will probably have a bit of an impact on my stitching, but it's worth it, right? So, okay, what do we want to do? I do have a giveaway winner for One Stitch at a Time by Lottie Da that has been generously offered by Lorraine, and many of you in the Zoom number 14 got to meet Lorraine, which was wonderful. So the winner is, and I will also run a picture by, is Ella Brewer 8070. So congratulations, and if you will use my email address in the drop-down box below. I will forward that to Laureen, and she will get that into the mail for you. I would like to do a giveaway today. This is from a group of charts that were also graciously sent to me by Virginia. And so today's will be A Shepherd's Song by Plum Street Samplers. And the word will be song, S-O-N-G, and I will run that across. So if you are interested in this chart, please put song in your comment along with Zoom if you would like to Zoom with the next Zoom call. Please be over 18 so I can legally ask you for your address. And don't use words like giveaway, prize, winner, free stuff in your comment so that we don't attract the bots and the trolls. So, okay, so that's the giveaway. We've had the winner of the giveaway. I also wanted to talk about Hanneke, a Dutch stitcher, has done now the second in a couple of series of A Stitchy Chat, which is a podcast which you can find on her YouTube channel, and I will have that listed below. But she just released the second one. Her first one was with Sarah of Sew Me Sarah, which was fabulous. And her second one is with Kim, a contented needle worker, Kim. And they're just wonderful. Hanneke is a wonderful interviewer, and of course, Kim had so much to share, and she is so inspiring and such an incredible stitcher. So I encourage you to go over and take a look at that. I have been doing just a tad more listening to Audible books while I stitch. So I don't have any new FlossTubers to shout out. I did watch Carol this morning, Carol Saltbox, and as I told her, I felt awash in her sharing of Brenda Gervais. It was just, and what can be better than Carol and Brenda Gervais, right? So that was a very special FlossTube that I did catch this morning. I want to remind you all about Emily C. and her pinwheels, sharing the buying pinwheels as a fundraiser for the Children's Advocacy Program. I will put that link to the FlossTube down below, but I think you have until May 17th. But Emily will have all the details, and so she's going to have an incredible raffle with a stash of a woman that can no longer cross stitch, and it is just fabulous. And so not only will we be helping with this incredible program for advocacy for children, we will also be honoring the stitcher and her kindness in thinking of Emily to donate those, to donate her stash of cross stitching. So also Spring Mingle that is hosted by Stephanie of Lindy Cross Stitches will be May 2nd through the 4th. And so tickets are available for that. There will also be a class that will be given by Kathy of Hands-On Design. And so that will be an extra charge for that class. But as you all know, these are wonderful and a great way to build community. I am very honored. Sarah of a new designing company called Sew Be Stitchery. All of this will be listed below, but that's SEWBE Stitchery. Asked if she could send me her first two charts. She has dipped her toes into the world of designing cross stitch. She's going to do, she will be doing some adaptations of reproduction samplers and some of her own designs. So I would like to show you the two that she sent me, and I will put the link down below where you can purchase these fabulous charts. But the first one is Prudence and I'm going to say that's bold or booled, 1807. And I'm hoping you can see how fabulous that is. This chart is 107 by 140. It is ADA friendly. It uses only full crosses with a mixture of Gentle Arts and Weeks Die Works, and I think there is a DMC on there as well. So that is Prudence. I guess that I think of wood, Bould, anyway, 1807. Her second piece is so sweet. It's Her Own Thoughts. And that is, I'm going to read it to you. Her own thoughts and reflections were habitually her best companions. Jane Austen, 1819. And so, what a sweet little pillow that will make. It is 139 by 52 stitches. There, it is charted in DMC, and there are about 6 DMC colors. And of course, this lends itself to being stitched any way that you want. So, Sarah, congratulations on starting your designing journey, and I hope you guys will all go check her out. Again, I will have the link below. They're beautiful samplers, and I'm just so happy for you. So, and then I did want to remind people about the Secret Garden Sal. I showed you the gift box that came with this, which is no longer available, but this started on May 31st, and you can get the PDF still and join in with everyone. I have not started it yet. Parts 1 and 2 are out. They come out every 2 weeks, and there's a total of 5 parts. So I also always link the Facebook page down below for the Stitch Along group, and you can see where people are starting to put this together, and it is gorgeous. So that is from the Historical Sampler Company, the Secret Garden Stitch Along. Okay, I think the next thing to do is going to be to jump into shares, and I just think they just get more and more fabulous. So I'll take a little drink, and we will dive in. I have, the first one is from Desiree, and this is Blessings Evermore by Stitchy Prose. And she stitched this on a 32 count Ancient by Picture This Plus with the called for cottage garden threads. This was a recent Nashville 2025 release. The second piece that she sent is Venetian Roses by Mojo Stitches. This is a fabulous chart. And this was stitched on 36 count pink from fabric okay, I know you guys think I just took a drink of something else because I can never say this. Fabric Flare with the suggested silk pack that is found in her Etsy shop. And this is a gift for her granddaughter. Next, we have Deborah, the fabulous Shingle Spring Stitcher. She has 3 pieces. She has had 3 finishes since our last FlossTube. And the first one is Strawberry Manor by Teresa Kogut. She stitched this on 36 count linen, Vintage by Bestitch Me, and she used the called for flosses. Her second one is Summer at Cherry Hill by Brenda Gervais. This was a Pass the Stash. As you guys remember, this was my 1 thread a day, and I have finished it. She stitched this one on 36 count linen. Dauntless Deborah by Those Missing Stitches, and she used the called for floss. Deborah stitches Brenda Gervais on Sundays, and it took her 12 Sundays to complete this. The second piece that third piece that she sent was Matter in Hand by Jeanette Douglas. And I have seen lately so many finishes of this fabulous chart. And she stitched this on 40 count linen, Benevolent Buttercup by those missing stitches, and she used the called for DMC, and she added the Gaelic language for cross stitch because she believes that there's some Irish blood running through her. So those are the 3 pieces from Deborah. Deborah, thank you. They're fabulous. Melissa sent, and I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce this. I'm going to say Clogwyn. Clogwyn in Spring by the Wishing Thorn. And Melissa stitched this on 38 count pale lilac linen from XJU Design. She did some color changes and she used the purple beads on the fuchsias. And it's gorgeous. Fuchsias have always been one of my favorite flowers. Next, we have from Christina, Spring Biscornu by Puntini. She stitched this on a 36 count cocoa with the called for overdyed floss. And this was her first Biscornu, and she also adorned it with pins that were from Puntini. And of course, this is greatly inspiring to me because, as you guys will see, I have made a start on stitching my first Biscornu. Next, from Dear Louise, this is needlework panel of a fruit tree with 2 animals circa 1690 by the Scarlet Letter. This was stitched on 36 count Edinburgh linen in flax. It was stitched with a Vera soie de Jais silk. There is a large component of the 1/1 or petit point. And the most fabulous thing is Louise has only been stitching since, cross-stitching since 2020. So congratulations, Louise, on this absolutely fabulous finish. And thank you so much for taking the time to send it to me. And the last piece is from Kathy. Kathy was recently on a Zoom call, and she finished Mrs. Campbell by Hands Across the Sea. She stitched this on a 46 count tabby cat in wood smoke, and she used the called for 103s, and it is fabulous. You know, I just look at this list that I just read these shares from, and I'm agog and aghast at the talent, and I love sharing these stitched pieces with all of you, and I encourage you to keep sending them in because, as I always say, they're a very popular part of my FlossTube. So I'm going to take just a minute to clear some stuff away, and then I will be right back. Okay, let's see what I've got to show you. I have something that I've made. It's not a fully finished. I have 2 new starts. I have 2 finishes, and let's dive in. Okay, so my finishes. I finished Ruth Gibb by Hands Across the Sea. I stitched this on a 25 count. This is Vigilant Beyond by those missing stitches. I stitched it 1/1 with 103 in the color 664. So it is all done. Oh my gosh, I love it. So Ruth Gibb by Hands Across the Sea. This was my my Thursday red sampler stitch, which means now that it's finished, I'm going to be showing you what's going to take its place. Okay, and next my finish, and I am so proud of this, is Never Admire Quietly. Look at that. Is that not gorgeous? So thank you, Deb, for, look how it matches my shirt, for charting this for me. And I can make it available. So if any of you are new and you would like to stitch this, Deb has given me permission to share the PDF. So if you send me an email from the drop-down box below, I will forward that PDF to you. So I can pretty much promise on my next video, you will see this as a finished pillow. So that is, oh, and this is stitched on a 46 count piece of tea dyed or coffee dyed fabric that I got from Steph of Lake Girl Stitches. It was in the small exchange at our retreat in Arizona in February. She also gave me 3 Bestitch Me silks, and those are the purples and pinks. And then I picked out 2 Victoria Clayton silks for the greens. I did make a mistake, but I just carried it through on the bottom border as well as the top. I'm not going to point it out, but I know some of you that will notice it, but I think it still came out beautiful. And I am so, so very proud of it. So that is my second finish, Never Admire Quietly. I will show you what I made when I go through some Happy Mail. Now, my 2 finishes, my 2 new starts are, oh my gosh, I'm really excited about this. I purchased a French Fancy by Mama Loves You GB. I have a thing for these French alphabets. I just absolutely love them. So she just released this with another smaller sampler that I'll show you towards the end. And I am going to stitch this. This will be my new red sampler on 56 count coffee au lait. And I am using Soie Surfine in the color 2644. This is another color that Jean Lee of The Attic loved very much. And I purchased it when we were there in February. So this is just a small start, but I wanted to be able on Thursday to just pick it up and go. But look, this is me stitching on 56 count. So that's the top right corner. So I know there's not much to see, but I am very excited. This will be the second piece, 56 count that I've done. It will go on to live in the bag that Sarah of Sew Me Sarah sent a long time ago. But you know, Sarah, that I treasure it. My next new start, as I alluded to, is the Newcastle Bouquet Biscornu. Let's get that out of the glare. By Teresa Kogut. This was a pass the stash from Lorraine. She sent this to me. I am stitching this on a 40 count Hemingway by Needle and Flax. And have already managed to get some threads with the called for, is it DMC? No, it looks like I'm using, no, I am using some, I pulled these from Stash. So I've got some DMC and some, it looks like it's just one over dyed, which is licorice red. And I'll hold those up. So this is my start. And these are the flosses. So you can see here, let's kind of lay those out. So there's like this, and then these are 2 more that go with it. I know that there's nothing elegant about that, is there? Anyway, so that is the Newcastle Bouquet Biscorn New from Teresa Kogut. And it is going to live, now that I have finished Never Admire Quietly, in this sweet little bag that, that was made by Cindy. So, yay. So those, we better put the chart in there. Okay, so those are my finishes and my new starts. So put your seatbelt on because I got some whips going here. All right, we'll do that. Oh, let's show you my book of days. Lots of stitching. And so far this year, I have had 15 new starts and 7 finishes. The starts are winning, but I'm having a great time. Okay, so, all right. The first one is, I think I showed you this last time, that had a very small start. I do not have a picture of it, but it is Iris by the Blue Flower Design, and all I got was the, it was a free chart with my order from Abby Top Notch, but it is using the Threadworks, I think Midnight Garden was the theme, the Threadworks colors. They're so gorgeous. And this is on a 25 count rugged Rochester, and I'm stitching it 1/1. So still not a whole lot done, but more than last time. How gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I love those colors. Those irises are going to just be stunning. So that is Iris by the Blue Flower with 1/1 on 25 count. Okay. Next, we have my historic sampler company, the Winter Stitch Along, and everyone has finished this, I think, but me. No, I know people are still working on it, but I am stitching this on the 32 count Zweigart that was provided by Historical Sampler Company. I'm using the DMC that came with the project, and I have gotten down to the bottom. And I'm saving the house for last because that'll be so much fun. Although I did put just a little bit of white here to use up a thread. So, just gorgeous colors. So that is the Winter Stitch Along by Historical Sampler Company. It's so sweet. I love the different shapes of the trees, the owls, and it had a fabulous owl needle minder. Yeah. So, which I kind of looked up, and I always like to say, especially if you are new, the piece behind me is Ursilia's Sampler by Samplers in My Attic. This is a piece that was owned by Jean Lee, and you can find this chart at the attic. I have just recently had someone get in touch with me to get the information about it, I think, who's planning on stitching it. A lot of people are stitching this, and it is just, it is so gorgeous. And this was framed by Lisa at L&M Framing in Ohio, and they do just an absolutely fabulous job. Okay, so my next is A Little Bit of Spring by Blackbird Designs. This was, I also had a giveaway for this from Virginia, and she has received her chart, and it was her first Blackbird. So how exciting for her. And I am stitching this on a 36 count Overcast by Cedar River Linen, and I'm using the called for DMC. But I thought it's the time to take it out because it is spring. And of course, anything with alphabets that change colors is, so I I think I brought this down some, but I started on the house and probably finished these letters right here. Is that right? Yeah, because I was actually working backwards this way. So I may have even done the bird in this. I think I did. So that's a little bit of spring. Look at that linen. It is just gorgeous. By Blackbird Designs. Okay, and Joanne, I'm looking forward to seeing your progress on it. Okay, it lives in what I refer to as an ugly project bag I made, because I'm just using up fabric. Anyway, okay. Next we have, this is Have Courage by Cottage Garden Samplings. I am stitching this for a friend that I would love to be able to give her at the end of May. We'll see. And I'm stitching it on a 36 count hog bristle by Fox and Rabbit, and I'm using the called for overdyed floss. So it's very exciting because I did get some progress. First of all, Courage is completely done and filled in here, okay? And I have brought this greenery all the way around to where I can start the little house, which is so cool. So there's a chance, you know, if I just buckle down, I think I could have it ready for her. So that is Courage by Cottage Garden Samplings. Okay. And it lives in a bag made by me that has on it the sampler of, I think it's Eliza Stone by Whilst Iris Naps. Okay. Next, this is my Whip Go call for the month of April. And it is Happy Hearts Sampler. And as most of you know, these charts were out of print, and Sherry of Colorado Cross Stitcher has been given the right and has been remastering them, several per month. And I am stitching this on a 36 count Winter Brew by R&R Reproductions, and I'm using Vicki Clayton silks. And this is my progress. So I've been working down here. I think I carried that across. Oh, I completely filled this flower in. That was not done last time you saw it. So this has had 2 days. I still owe it 1 day. And you know, that heart looks so funky, but it's right. So that is Happy Heart Sampler. Oh, it's just so much fun to stitch by Birds of a Feather. And it lives in one of the first project bags I got from Steph, Lake Girl Stitches. She has this beautiful little label on it, and it's gorgeous. And oh, I love it so much. Okay. My next one is, oh, I had to pull this out. I talked about me in French letters, and that is M. Fayant by Maximum Cross Stitch. I saw Ellen, she was stitching on this at Stitch North a year ago. Oh, I'm going to miss all of you so much. And I'm stitching this on a 36 count Dirty Porcelain by Roxy Fosco, and I'm using the called for DMC in the bright colorway. Carrie of Roxy Floss, I think she had a finish, or she's very, very close. And she's kind of using a mixture, and she's using, obviously, her own fabulous floss. So what I did was I worked further across on the border here. I got the D in. So that is what I got done. I still got a lot to go. But this is one that I absolutely love to stitch on. Just look at those flowers. Oh, they're so pretty. And those gorgeous letters. So that's M Fayant by Maximum Cross Stitch. It also lives in a bag made by me with there is some good in this world, and it's worth fighting for. So that is, I love putting cross stitch on project bags, as you're gonna see. Okay, my next one was, I pulled out to do a little Christmas because I love this. It's Fairy Reindeer by the Artsy Housewife. This is from her Patreon. I didn't get a whole lot done, but and I'm stitching it on 36 count heirloom lace, and I'm using the Call for DMC. This was a happy hour stitch, so it's usually just for a couple of hours. So I worked on bringing some of the black outlining down and starting in with the green. But she's so cute. So that's Reindeer Fairy by the Artsy Housewife. And it's actually just living in this cute little bag that I got something in for Christmas. But it fits perfect. Okay. Next we have, oh, I love this so much. It's Florence Mary Dickinson. And it is, this was my birthday start, and with Jody, Stitching Bunny. And neither one of us are finished, and I don't think either one of us will have it finished by our birthdays in June, but that's okay, because we're already going to get together and pick out what we're going to stitch for our birthday start this year. So I should be able to let you guys know what that'll be next time we meet. And we also have an additional stitcher that Jody met, and I'll get to meet her on a Zoom call. And she has a June birthday as well. So we're going to pick out a piece to do. And I am stitching this on a 40 count cream brulee by Tabby Cat. I'm using the Vicky Clayton silks. And this has had all 3 days. So I did get this basket completely done. Well, I think I still have a flower somewhere right in here. And I've got the border, the flowers in almost all the way across the top. So Brenda, I'm trying very hard to take your advice and get these, the border done, not leave it for the end. But I did get the bones of the border, they're completely stitched. And that is my Florence Mary Dickinson, which is an absolute joy. That's by Hands Across the Sea to stitch on. And it lives in this fabulous project bag made by Katherine of Stitching in Costume. It is a different style, and I absolutely love it. I can put my chart and my information card in the outside, and then keep the piece and the silks on the inside. So I love it. Thank you, Katherine. Okay, next is, I hope you love it as much as I do, but it's Eddie and Patsy by Maximum Cross Stitch. And I'm stitching this on 36 count Catnap by Roxy Floss Co., and I'm using all of the Roxy Floss Co. Flosses. And here's where I am. And I apologize. I mean, I know I leave dangling threads, but I'm really going to leave dangling threads when there's a lot of color changes. But for all intents and purposes, this bird is done. This morning I put in this bud and the greenery, and then I'm starting to take that down into this. I have some flowers to do. Let's look at it. Yeah. So see, I still have this, and this to do. But not so much. I think I'm more than halfway done. So that's Eddie and Patsy by Maximum Cross Stitch. And I love it. And it also lives in a project bag made by me, which you're starting to hear a lot, aren't you? With the fabric, with these glamorous women of color. Okay. Next, we have my focus piece, which is Pet All the Dogs. And it's going to be a focus piece till it's done. But that is a bear of a house. And this is just like all this band is all full coverage. And I'm stitching it on a piece of 36 count Weeks Aspen. It is the old Weeks. And I'm using primarily all of the called for overdyed floss. So as you will see, all the windows are in. Wow, I even have a needle in this. All the windows are in. I am working on the house. I am working on that bottom border with the sawtooth. I think I only have maybe 3 to 4 of the flowers left on the border. I have a row of dogs, and then I have, Pet All the Dogs that will be also stitched in, the words. So that is Pet All the Dogs by Teresa Kogut. This is my focus piece. It gets 7 days in the month until it is complete. And it lives in my bag, my Chester bag. This piece was called Chester's Place by Whistle Stop Stitchery. And I changed it and personalized it to reflect Chester's, the year he was born and the year he died. Okay. My next one is, is the one that we gave away, which is One Stitch at a Time by Lottie Da. And I am so thrilled about this because I, right now, am up to date. Now, May is going to be this house. Oh, I hope I can stay up to date. I don't think I ever have really, seriously, in a stitch along. But, Sarah, I'm trying. And I'm stitching this on a 40 count wheat, which is the called for fabric by Fiber on a Whim. And I'm using the called for overdyed floss. And the only thing that I have not done that would be considered a part of January, February, March, April is my initials, which I will pick out a font and do my initials in this area right here. So that is One Stitch at a Time. It's so gorgeous. And this fabric is a delight to stitch on. This is a stitch along for Across the Pond, and which is a Facebook group. And if you go and check that out, it's wonderful. We have a Zoom once a month. You do have to get a ticket. The ticket doesn't cost anything, but you do need to go to through that process because they do try to limit the total number each month that they have the Zoom call. And it is living in my retirement bag, which is Move Forward in Love, and that is by Modern Folk Embroidery. Okay, we are at the bottom. And that last one, speaking of Modern Folk Embroidery, is Baldequin Birdies by Modern Folk Embroidery. I am stitching this on a 25 count light mushroom Lugana 1/1, and I am using Pirate and Robin cotton floss in the color Redstone. So I had already done this, so I have been working in this area right here. So that is the new stuff. I am probably for sure behind on this one. Although, when I look at markup after I've stitched on it each time, I would still have it finished within the year. So it is very sweet and small in the 25 count 1/1. And look at the intensity of that red. Oh, it's so gorgeous. So that's Baldequin Birdies by Modern Folk Embroidery. Okay, so those are my whips, which are works in progress. And I just had a ball. Oh, something fell. Excuse me 1 second. I'm really glad I didn't fall out of my chair. That would be so embarrassing. Okay, this goes in another one. All right, so we've got that. I do have a little bit of haul. Let's talk for a minute. I was trying so hard because I have 36 count linen. Oh, but I love stitching on 40 count and 46 and I think 56. So I did make a purchase from Sherry, Colorado Cross Stitcher, and you can tell because of the beautiful paper she uses. But I wanted to get some 40 count linen in Cedar River linen, and she had just restocked. So I don't want to take them out of the bag, but this is what I got. So I got a 40 count overcast. It's gorgeous. I got a 40 count maple bar, which is a new color to me. I got a 46 count overcast. And I got a 40 count albarium. So now I have my order from Swan Bay Fabrics, and I have my my Cedar River linen. Thank you, Jody, for dyeing this incredible fabric. So I'm hoping I'll kind of that I'll feel a little content, right? Okay. So I also got my Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine for spring. I literally just got it, so I haven't had a chance to look through it. So I'm very excited to just sit down and soak it all in. And then I bought 3 charts, and one of them you saw, which was a French Fancy by Mama Loves You GB, and I also got HS Miniature Sampler by Mama Loves You GB. She was having a sale that 20% off if you bought 2 or more patterns. And I just think this is so sweet. It is just 78 by 118. So there's that. So then, okay, that was good. I was happy. And then Julie, Kansas City girl in a Colorado world, pulled a stunt and put out Agnes Carnes, 1815. Look at that house. Now, this, I think, if I understood right, is going to be a birthday start for Karen of Fox and Rabbit. I think Karen's birthday is May the 6th. So the plan was to start in the States, that would actually be May the 5th. But I probably will go ahead and start this at the beginning of May. I have ordered the Vicki Clayton silks. This potentially, I haven't done a floss toss, could be something I do on the 46 count that I got from Cedar River Linen. So anyway, I can't stop staring at it. It was, it was one of those that just kind of grabbed me. So I got it. So I need to kind of woe down on the spending, and especially of buying new fabric. But once you get the taste of a new count of linen, it just it won't let you go. So all right, now I got a lovely box of Happy Mail from Cynthia, and there were a lot of things in it. And I'm going to show you just a few of them, but they brought back a lot of memories, because there's some of the old magazines, and there were some charts. There was a Dimensions gold stocking, the kit. But remember these? Oh my gosh. How cute would Aria be in that? That was in there. And look at this. I don't know if this was something from cross stitch or something, but look at that sweet little dress or coat, or I don't even know what it is, but it is so cute. It needs a little press. I know I'm not much of a person with an iron, but I plan to take this over when I go. Look at the collar. And then there was this apron, with the blank piece up here. And with that, there was the Jean Farish had put out let's get that one. Look at this, that you could put in that spot. I can't swear I'll do it, but I'm surely tempted. And this, I'm going to see if there is a date on this. 1983. But the Kiss the Cook, it would be so cute for Stan, because he is the cook. And then there was, I got this. Remember those? That's got a little... so that would be cute for Aria. And it had this old chart with the names, so you could, you could do the names on there. Oh my gosh, it is so fabulous. And then this was another pattern, that it was the frosted pumpkin, and I've never done that, Into the Jungle, which would be so cute for a child. So, Cynthia, thank you so much for thinking of me. But Cynthia also sent something that she had stitched, and she unframed it, and she sent me the piece. And for me to show you is to show you what I did with it. So I guess I will just do it. But look, hummingbirds. And I made a project bag. And I actually did like two kind of frames around it. The back looks like that because hummingbirds need to have lots of flowers. Oh, I'm so proud of this. So one of my new starts will go in this. I need to make some other project bags. I'm out. I mean, I have the ones from Amazon, but you really get, you know, where you want these kind. But I am so happy, Cynthia, to have a piece of your stitching that I could make into a project bag. It just means the world to me. Thank you. Thank you so much. So I think, wow, I think I got through everything. So let's, my plans. Okay. My plans are I need to give one more day to the Happy Heart Sampler, and that will complete both of my goals for WIPGO for April, which is to stitch 3 days on a project that's called a month. So each of Florence Mary Dickinson has already gotten her 3 days, and Happy Hearts needs one more day. Then with May, I think loosely, I plan to participate in Stitching Jim's, hi Jim, her Market Mania. So in doing that, then I want to work on a Sweet Bird Sings, that needle roll that I showed previously, which was the release from Blackbird Designs at Market. I want to continue working on Disagree by Colleen, the Rebel Stitcher. I do, like I mentioned, I would like to start Agnes Carnes, and who knows what else I'll stick in there. There might be some other starts, but that's kind of loosely what my plans. My Pet All the Dogs will get 7 days. And then I'll have 2 WIPGO calls also for May. Those will come out the 25th. So I don't know what those are today to share with you. So those are loosely kind of what my plans are. And, you know, to recap a little, remember to put Zoom in the comment if you would like to Zoom on May 18th. The giveaway is A Shepherd's Song by Plum Street Sampler, and the keyword will be song, S-O-N-G. I'll have that across. And don't forget to get your ticket for Spring Mingle, May 2nd through the 4th. Buy pinwheels from Emily. I think that's everything. So I'm so sorry. You know, I don't think I've ever said a word about my hair in a video. I really try hard not to. But we are growing out this, oh my goodness, it's going to make me crazy. So I apologize for any fiddling that I did. But anyway, if you were new and you liked my FlossTube, I hope you will subscribe and ring the bell, share and like, and do all the things that we do on FlossTube. I love to have more friends. We have a great time here, and I would love for all of you to be a part of that. I don't think that it's going to come to a point when I can ever stop talking about love, the importance of love, the importance of empathy, compassion, caring for each other, being there for each other. Let's don't stop that. Let's be a force of love in our world today, because I know that we have such a way of doing it. I firmly believe, seriously, that I am feeling so good because of all the love and healing thoughts that I got from all of you. If you were new, I fractured 3 ribs 6 or 7 weeks ago. I don't know, but I have done so well, and I feel like a lot of that was from your love and prayers and good thoughts. So I think that I've covered everything on the table. So I'm going to ask you to grab your stitching, get comfortable, and stitch what you love. I love each and every one of you to the moon and back. Bye-bye. Until next time.
Mama, hot.
It's hot in there?